Thank you, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video. All right, so what is the goddamn deal, everybody? It is, of course, your boy Vuhlandes, and we are back with yet another video. And in today's video, to be completely honest, I had already made this video maybe a week or two ago, and I was going to put it out, but I decided to remake this video and come back to it because when I made the video the first time, I was a little frustrated and I was definitely a little upset, and I do believe that that came across in that video. So now that I've taken the time to calm down and kind of just collect my thoughts and kind of just, I don't know, come at this a little bit calmer, I think would be more beneficial and just like easier for me, because I don't want to put out a video and then just be like, ah, damn, I was really upset in that video and say some things that like I didn't necessarily want them, and say some things in a way that came across in a way that I didn't want them to come across, regardless of how I am and how I want people to perceive me, because at the end of the day, I don't care how people perceive me. If you think of me some way, that's entirely up to you, but for me and my sake and how I perceive myself and the way I view myself, I did want to get on here and make this video in a different way and just speak a little bit calmer about the situation at hand. All right, so clearly by the title of this video, you guys already know what this video is basically going to be about. I thought I was going to make a podcast little episode about this topic, and I probably still will. And to be honest, by the time this video comes out, a podcast might also be out with some further thoughts and stuff about what I'm talking about here. If that is the case, then I'm clearly going to link it in the description and right on the screen right now that it's linked in the description. If not, then I didn't do it, but in the future at some point I will do it if not already done yet. All right, so I am going to try to make this as quick as possible and not drag out any of my thoughts, but Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, whatever the social media app may be, we all know how hard it is to grow on social media as an artist to begin with. There's no longer, in my opinion, I feel like back in the day it just used to be, if you're very good and you're working very hard and you're putting out a lot of videos, you're putting out a lot of content, eventually people will find you and people will see you, because realistically that's how it should work, right? If you're always putting out working content, then people should be able to find you because you're the one putting out the most working content. But at this point and stage of the game, we got to do things like make reels and make videos and upload on TikTok and do things that we aren't completely comfortable or familiar with to grow on social media. Now, again, a lot of these things aren't necessarily a bad thing, and the progression of social media is inevitable. And of course, some things you're gonna have to do some things that you may not be very comfortable with. That's the part of being an artist. But I do think that some things are not necessarily fair. A lot of people started off on Instagram, myself included, doing photography, sharing photography. We built this, everybody who's a photographer on there helped build the photography community. So it's just a little depressing, discouraging when you're a new artist and you're joining this photography community full of people who have grown and done things in the past, or just doing things now to, you know, progress their career, and you are doing those same things, but you have to do extra things because it's a little bit harder for people to find you and see your work. And as for the people who already are on social media like Instagram, YouTube, whatever the case may be, it's becoming harder for your friends and the people who already follow you to see your work because of the algorithm, or just Instagram pushing reels and all this other stuff. And it's not becoming a place of inclusion. It's becoming more of a place of who's the most popular, who does this or who does that, which is kind of discouraging and depressing for some people. I bring up this topic because I did post on my Twitter not too long ago, because for me, in my experience, YouTube is what's discouraging, and not depressing because I don't like to use that word, but definitely making me view posting on this platform a little bit differently, because it's discouraging when you make a video. And I'm gonna talk about myself, but when I make videos, I put a lot of work into my videos. And when you put a lot of work into your videos and a lot of effort and a lot of love into your videos, for them not to be received the way that they should be, it is discouraging. I didn't say this at the beginning of the video, but I am speaking on my experience as a creator, and I'm sure the experience of other people as a creator. What I don't want is for people to diminish my experience or the things that I've gone through or the things that have made me feel the way I feel, and defend brands and companies that do not care about them, but I'm sure that will happen, and it is what it is. A couple years ago, I was dropping 4 videos a week on YouTube. A lot of over 100 videos in a year, which is not easy, and I will also say that they were definitely quality videos, which was a very hard thing to do. And you would think I did. I'm not gonna say it, you would think, but I did grow a lot within that time frame. But I've seen people who do a lot less grow a lot more within that time frame, and that's not on me, that's not on, I guess, any of you guys, because some people don't even see my videos. People who are subscribed and have the bell ring don't even see my videos, which is discouraging. And like I said, when it's not being received after you do all this work, it definitely sucks. But anyway, like I said, I posted on Twitter about all of these things, and I was kind of ranting on Twitter about it, and YouTube basically told me to have you guys, make sure your notifications are turned on and all this other stuff and blah 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 blah, which is understandable, but also kind of frustrating and to begin with, because if you are subscribed to somebody and they are dropping videos or content, whatever the case may be, why do you have to go through all these troubleshooting processes to make sure you see that content? Even if I don't have the bell ring, why not just show me what I'm subscribed to on my homepage? Because on my homepage is a bunch of videos of people who I am not subscribed to, which also is frustrating as a person who subscribes to other people on YouTube. But anyway, it is what it is. I don't say any of this to take away from how much I've already grown and the love and support that people already show me. I'm very grateful for that. It's just me speaking on my experience and just a social media experience to begin with. Now, I don't think that it is impossible for people to grow on social media now. I just think that it has to be done in a non-conventional way that people were used to it before. It's definitely about who you know, who you're talking to, who you're making videos with, who you're making content with, and those things matter to a lot of people who also watches and views your content. Because specifically within the photography community, we all kind of basically make the same videos. It's been hard for me, and I've done things to set myself apart from regular just walk around photography videos. Even if one of my videos is just of me walking around doing photography, I always try to add elements to that to make it my own and make it unique to myself. But for photography, in the photography community and the people who watch photography videos, a lot of them only want to get their information from certain people. A lot of people also only want to get their information and watch videos of people who are already popular. They also only want to do it of people who they feel, I guess, connected to, and the people that they support. So within this photography community, in this community on YouTube, it has been hard for me specifically to kind of, reach certain points of YouTube success because of the viewership, and also just YouTube being the way that it is. It is not as easy, and it's definitely not the same as it used to be. Also with Instagram, if you scroll down far enough on your Instagram page, you start seeing photos and videos from people you do not follow. They also have my explore page is all reels and things that I'm kind of interested in. I feel like that's how it is with YouTube. You watch one video one time, and now they're suggesting this to you forever. But I say all of this because there's a lot of people who are very discouraged about where they are right now in their photography career, and they want people to see their work. They feel like they're doing great work. They feel like they're putting out great videos. They feel like they're doing all the things that they need to do just for it not to be received on the internet. And I personally don't have any tips to go around that. A lot of people always ask me yo, what should I do to make sure that I'm, being seen, and how did you put yourself out there, and this and that. And I will say that with in the social media realm that we're in now, it is definitely a lot harder to do now than it was back when I first started. But hey, sometimes people get lucky, they hit the algorithm, their work is being seen, and then they grow. But I definitely wouldn't say putting in work and putting out a bunch of content that's great and good is not going to work for you, but it's not going to be as easy as it was. And I know that there's other apps such as Vero. I know there's Grainery, and those apps are very much dedicated to creators, and algorithms are in order and all that type of stuff. But the thing and the problem with those apps, and it's not a problem with the apps, but the people who our own social media. They have their favorite social media apps. Like if you think about it right now, like if you wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth, hopefully you're brushing your teeth before you get on social media. But anyway, you open your phone, the first social media app that you go on is probably going to be Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. For some people it's Twitch, some people it's Reddit. But I say that to say that people already have their favorite apps, the apps they're addicted to, the apps that they open and interact with every single day, and they have the people on those apps that they interact with every single day. So I'm not going to say Vero or Granary won't get to that point. I just think it's going to take some time for people to come around to it and actually give it the love and respect that it deserves. But for right now, people are stuck on Instagram and the other social media apps just because that's what they're used to. They've been around for a long time. But anyway, I made this video not to look for pity from anybody or to blame anybody else for my shortcomings or anything like that. I say it to say that just to acknowledge where social media is today, speak on my experience, and if anybody is going through similar situations, are getting discouraged and don't want to do photography no more, don't want to make videos no more, or any of these other things, I made this video to say keep going. Social media is not everything. You should always 100% be doing your work for yourself. At the end of the day, it's hard to say that because we do the reality of the situation, make content and do work for people on the internet. But at the end of the day, it should really come down to how much you enjoy doing what you're doing and how much you love and how much passion you have for these things. So with that being said, keep going. Keep doing the things you're passionate about. Keep doing the things you love, because it is very easy to get discouraged. I've been there. I am there. You know what I'm saying? Like I said at the beginning of this video, all the things that makes me discouraged, I am currently discouraged about. But it is what it is. And at the end of the day, you can only care about things you have control over. So anyway, with that being said, make sure you ring the bell so you get notified every single time I drop a video. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, with that all being said, let's take time to thank the sponsor of this video, which is Skillshare. All right, so cool. If you want to learn more about photography or one class that I've been really interested in is one by Gabrielle Brickley on techniques for pencil portraits. In this class, Gabrielle goes over pencil techniques, choosing a reference, learning the eye, sketching the eye, and shading the eye, and many other tips for pencil portraits. So the first 1,000 people to join using that link in my description will get a free membership to Skillshare. And as always, thank you Skillshare for sponsoring this video. But all right, man, that's going to wrap the video up for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys got something out of it. Like I said, the podcast will be in the description below if there is a podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed it, got something out of it. Like I said before, make sure that bell is ringing. Make sure your notifications is on so you get notified when I drop a video. Like the video, comment. That always helps push the video in the algorithm. It's always appreciated by me, too. I don't take nothing for granted. I love y'all. See y'all in the next one. We're about to go outside and let's go do some shit, bro. You know the vibes, man. Let's get it.